Alright, so today we're going to talk about some cool new features on the iOS 7 update, the latest installment if you've done it so far. Here's some cool features and tips. The newest one that most of you have probably already heard about and talked about and seen is the parallax. So if you're holding your iPad and you're in your home screen and like you can still see all your apps, you've probably noticed that your apps will actually kind of move over the top of your image, your saved background image. So that's just a pretty cool feature. It's nothing that, I mean, is really serious. Just kind of a cool little tip if you haven't noticed that yet. The next thing that I thought was actually a good idea was the block callers if you have an iPhone, and then unwanted messages. So what this allows you to do, say you're getting a message from somebody that you don't like, or they're messing with you when you're trying to study, and you know it's from a certain person, you can go into your settings, and you're going to scroll down to messages, which I'm in now, and then you're going to go to blocked, and you simply add new. Then I can pick any of my contacts in here that can possibly iMessage me, and I could add them to that group. So say I wanted to not have Jacob Rush talking to me, I could just add him to it, and then when I got done with it, or if something subsided, you just go edit, delete it, unblock, and you're done. Go back out and go on with your day. The next cool thing is the timestamps in the iMessages app. If you go in your messages and you're talking to somebody and you want to know what time a certain message was sent, you just scroll over, you swipe over with your finger, and all the timestamps will show up of what time they were sent. It's pretty cool if like you want to know, like say you're having a message with somebody and you didn't know what time you messaged them back, and I don't know, it depends on the case, but all you got to do is scroll over and see it. The next thing, if you have an iPad 3 or if you're on your iPhone and you have Siri, you can have Siri actually disable your toggle systems or start them up. So say you wanted to access your Bluetooth, you want to turn your Bluetooth on, you could do it by talking to Siri. So for example, Siri, enable Bluetooth, please. And there she went. So it's pretty simple. If you want to get out of it, all you got to do is click it to go off. Pretty easy. Um, the next thing that I want to talk about is your app content actually will update in your background. So say you have multiple apps open at a time, and you would like Apple made it so they'll update on their own, so you can it'll refresh on its own if the app has something, like if it's a live time, say. To turn it off, I think you go into their settings. So once you're in your settings, you go into General, and you're going to scroll up to a background app refresh, and you can turn it off. And it says, so you just disable background apps. And it says that they'll refresh automatically with Wi-Fi or cellular, or if you have location services activated. But if you turn off the apps or the background app refresh, it'll actually help you save battery life. So, if you have a pretty weak iPad battery, that'd be something to look into. Next thing we're going to talk about is the slide down to search. Now, a lot of people were used to just scrolling over to the side. Well, you can't do that anymore. It's easier. All you got to do is scroll down. Don't you? You scroll down from anywhere, yeah. So you can't do it directly at the top. That'll bring down like your calendar or any notifications you possibly have. So if you just scroll down anywhere, really, it'll have you search your iPad. So if I wanted to find, if I wanted to find Facebook or FaceTime, it'll come up. So, anyways, there's that. And you just cancel. You can have unlimited apps in the new folders that they have. So if you are really organized and you'd like to have all of your school stuff in one big file folder, you can take and just click and drag. So say I wanted to add my Pearson e-text, I just click on it, hold, slide it over, put it in school stuff maybe, and just like that. And then I have 2 pages worth of stuff right now, and on the old one you could only have one set. So that's pretty cool if you like to be really organized. And the last thing that we're going to talk about is the dynamic wallpapers. You actually can go into your settings, go to wallpapers and brightness, if it'll load, and then you can go to choose wallpaper, and there are dynamic ones, and they actually move around in the background. I mean, there's not too many choices, it's just these little dots, but you can click a color that you want, and as you can see, it'll kind of move around, and if you shake your iPad a little bit, they'll actually move around. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyways, thanks for viewing. If you have any questions, please get a hold of me and we'll make another video for you. Jacob Stahlbomber signing off.